Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Hudsimus Prime, still on my honeymoon, but I do have a video for you guys today that I filmed towards the end of Game of Thrones Season 7. It's regarding the last plan hatched by Ned Stark and Robert Baratheon before their deaths. Enjoy. As expected, any discussion will use material already shown from the show, so spoilers for anyone not caught up to Season 7, Episode 6, starting now. Today we're here to talk about Gendry, and his return after 3 seasons. Now, I heard some debate on why Gendry was returned, only to be thrown to the ice zombies in his first episode back, a fear that, as we know now, was quickly abated. Thankfully, Gendry at some point while smithing in Flea Bottom was bitten by a radioactive lightning bolt, giving him superhuman speed, allowing him to survive last week's episode. Adding super speed to his hammer skills, and the Game of Thrones just found a striking new player. I see Gendry thriving in the current Game of Thrones universe, enough to be one of the final players on the board. His survival will honor one of King Robert Baratheon's final wishes before his death by boar stabbing. Game of Thrones is a show with an addiction to foreshadowing that makes Gollum's ring lust look like an open relationship. I believe the writers left a huge nugget of gold all the way back at the start. Way back in Season 1, Episode 1, King Robert comes calling to Winterfell in order to make his best friend, Sean Bean, Hand of the King. Following this, Robert made crystal clear his intentions for House Baratheon and House Stark.
I have a son, you have a daughter. We'll join our houses.
Gendry is back for a single purpose. Well, 2 purposes if you count Hammer Time. Gendry is back to forge the union of House Stark and House Baratheon that Robert desired. We all know how his first attempt at this union went, betrothing Sansa Stark to a tow-headed inbred Lannister. Needless to say, that fell apart as swiftly as House Baratheon following Robert's death. While Sansa was plotting new ways not to kill Joffrey, Arya was getting really friendly with the particular shirtless bastard of King Robert. They grow close in their travels, Arya calling Gendry family, and having Gendry refer to Arya as my lady.
You'd be my lady.
The Westeros middle school equivalent of holding hands, people. Gendry and Arya have survived 7 seasons of grueling toil and bloodshed. The skills they've developed will ensure their usefulness and survival until the final hour of Game of Thrones. Also, as some of the youngest characters at the series' inception, their youth and growth into this world does not hurt their chances at all. For all the people not shipping these 2 right now, can you honestly tell me that you wouldn't love to see a Westeros version of the fight scene from Mr. and Mrs. Smith before their feelings get the best of them? If not, you're just lying to yourself, and that is no way to go through life. It's just not. Ultimately, George R.R. Martin's self-described bittersweet ending to A Song of Ice and Fire fits perfectly with this narrative, and shows us how the simplest of occurrences can drastically swing the fate of generations.
I never loved my brothers. Sad thing for a man to admit, but it's true. You were the brother I chose.
20 years before Episode 1, a hideous chain of wars began with the interruption of a wedding between House Baratheon and House Stark. I predict the chain of war to end with the union of Arya and Gendry as the sweet part of our bittersweet ending. But what do you think? Do you think Gendry is really a thing, or am I just looking for love in a night full of darkness and terrors? I'd love to hear your thoughts and responses below, so please comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Let me know you enjoy these, and I'll keep making more. Thank you all so much for watching. Good luck in your day. Until next time, Godspeed.